I'm gonna show you how to make an apple crisp. This is an apple recipe you will make on repeat during apple season. Check this out. Hey everybody, it's Natasha of NatashasKitchen.com. I'm gonna teach you how to make our favorite apple crisp. It is perfect for apple season, and you know what I love about apple season? It's pretty much all year long. You're gonna love this. And I'm craving some apple crisp, so let's get started. Plus, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel if you like recipes that work. All right, first things first, preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit and butter a 13x9 casserole dish. All right, for this recipe, you'll need 4 pounds of apples. I'm a little bit shy on apples, so I'm gonna use my fruit swapper. Okay, very simple. You put in any kind of fruit on one side and it turns into an apple. So we've got a lemon, so easy. And stay tuned to the end of the video and we're gonna see what this thing can really do. All right, now to peel the apples, I have the best tool ever to show you. We love this thing for pretty much any apple recipe. It makes applesauce, apple pie, and apple crisp so easy. Check this out. You need a flat surface. Secure it to the surface like so. Then we load the apple, and it's go time. All right, there is no waste here, and you'll have all your apples done in less than 5 minutes. I'll leave a link to our favorite apple slicer in the notes. It is such a time-saving tool. Yeah, yes. Since the apples are connected in spirals, we do want to cut them in half so you end up with apple slices. Now, if you don't have an apple slicer, you can absolutely peel and slice your apples by hand. It'll just take a little bit longer. Next, squeeze 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice over the apple slices. This will add flavor and will help keep the apples from browning. Give the apples a stir to make sure that they're all coated in lemon juice. Also, this is my handsome husband. He runs 3 cameras by himself and edits all of our videos. He's amazing. In a small bowl, combine 3/4 cup of sugar, 3 tablespoons of flour, and half a teaspoon of cinnamon. If you're using very tart apples like Granny Smith apples, you can use 1 cup of sugar. Sprinkle that cinnamon sugar mixture over your apple slices and toss until the slices are coated. Transfer your apples into the buttered casserole dish. Arrange them into an even layer, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Then set it aside and we're gonna work on that crumb topping. In a large mixing bowl, combine 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of old-fashioned or rolled oats, half a cup of packed brown sugar, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Use your hands to stir that together. Now, if you want to keep your hands clean, you can also use a stand mixer with a paddle attachment, but I'm going to show you how to make this easily by hand. Next, dice up and add 16 tablespoons or 1 cup of unsalted softened butter. You'll want to soften it at room temperature for about an hour to an hour and a half, or you can soften it in 5 minutes using our quick butter softening tip. So make sure you watch that video. It'll be your go-to when you forget to soften butter. Once all of the butter is added, give it a quick toss with your fingertips to coat the butter in flour. This will keep the butter from sticking to your hands too much. Work the butter into the mixture until you see pea-sized buttery crumbs form. Now it's time to top our juicy apples with our buttery crumb topping. Spread the topping evenly over the apple slices. Now bake that casserole uncovered in the center of a preheated oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. You're gonna bake for about 45 to 50 minutes or until you see the topping is golden brown and crisp, and you should see the apples bubbling at the edges. All right, the crust is crisp and golden, and we're seeing those thick juices bubbling at the edges. It's time to take it out of the oven. Oh, my kitchen smells so good. All right, and once it comes out of the oven, you do want to let it rest for maybe 10-15 minutes just so you don't burn your mouth, because it's pretty hot under that crust with the bubbling juices. Oh, but once it's cool enough to chomp into, that's what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna go get some ice cream while this is cooling down, because apple crisp is so good with vanilla bean ice cream. So be right back. I'm excited. Who's excited? All right, I'm gonna dig right into this, get myself a generous portion because, oh, I'm craving this. It smells so good. Apples and cinnamon baking away. All right, big slice for me. Oh, look at those saucy apples. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm totally craving this right now. Mouth is watering. Okay, a little extra here. I love those saucy apples on the bottom. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay. Oh, ice cream. Don't forget the ice cream. Okay, and this is my favorite vanilla bean ice cream. This is not an ad, but Tillamook's vanilla bean is so good. All right, we always have this in our freezer for occasions like this. Okay, got a big old scoop. Here we go. And you'll see that ice cream start to melt over the warm apple crisp. Okay, I'm excited. Here we go. I'm just gonna jump right into this. Get a little bit of ice cream, a little bit of apple crisp on my fork. Oh, yum, loaded with so many apples. And it seems like a gazillion apples, but it really just softens up into the perfect amount, you'll see. Okay, here we go. Oh. Those apples are perfectly sweet and saucy, and I love that crumb topping. It's crunchy, and then the combination of the apples with the ice cream, that sweet and tangy blend is just unforgettable. I mean, this dessert is easy enough to make on a weekday, but it's so good it belongs on the Thanksgiving table. I don't know, it's like winning on all fronts. By the way, it does reheat really well if you have leftovers the next day. I leave it out at room temperature overnight, and then pop it in the microwave for a few seconds to warm it up, and it tastes like it just came out of the oven. It's so delicious. My kids love this too. Oh, can't wait to eat this up. And if you guys are looking for more apple recipes, make sure you check out our super popular apple pie and our easy apple turnovers. All right, over and out. I'm gonna go eat this because, oh, it is calling my name. All right, if you guys want a swapper, let us know so we can start mass producing and peddling them to y'all. We're gonna be peddling our swapper. Okay, over now.